let's do some ear training. In order to train your ears, you're going to need a couple of things. One, a guitar. If it's acoustic, you don't need an amp. If it's electric, you probably do. Two, some ears. Preferably two. If you've only got one, that'll do. Three, pick, optional. And four, a little bit of patience and concentration. Are you ready? So, ear training lesson 2. You know the drill. I'm going to play a few things, hide my guitar from you, you sneaky sausages, so you can't see what I'm doing. And then you've got to figure it out and then check to see if it's right. So, first of all, let's tune up. So we're going to start off by playing a couple of dyads, so 2 notes at a time, because by now you should have got the hang of figuring out single notes. So here we go, here's your first one. So pause it if you haven't figured it out, and figure it out. So what I had here was 5 and 3. If you got that, they're all good. So here's your next one. So pause it if you haven't got it. Got it? Good. It's 1 and 1 on the high E and the B string. You might have had, but that's good. If you've got a C and F, that's good. Let's have a look at another one then. So we had D and F. So that's 5 and 3. Or you could have played it there. So let's have a look at one more. Ooh, nasty. So pause it if you haven't got it. So we had 1 and 2, which is a diminished 5th. So now we're going to go on to some phrasing, and I'm just going to play 4 note patterns. So again, I'm not going to do any complicated string skipping or anything, but I might move in between 2 different strings. So for example, I might go, so that's between 2 strings, but I'm not going to go where it's going to be skipping strings and all that sort of stuff. So here is phrase 1. So pause it if you haven't got it. So here's the phrase. 2, 4, 2, 1. You might have played, which is also good. So here's the next one. And again. One more time. So pause it if you need to, if you haven't got it. So here is the phrase. 8, 8, 10, 11. So here is the next one. And again. So pause it if you need to. Here's the phrase. So that's open, 2, open, 3. So here's the next one. So we've got 8, 10, 8, 9. Next one. And again. And one more time. So pause it if you need to. So what I've done here, I've stuck a bend in just to make it a little bit more difficult. So I'm bending from the C up to the D, then playing the C, A, G. You might have played. That'll be good as well. So one more time. So now I'm going to play some triads. Triads are just 3-note chords. Now I'm going to play it on the top 3 strings, but I could play it anywhere on the neck. So I'm going to use 4 different patterns. I'm going to use this pattern, which is 2, 1, 1, which is a major pattern. I'm going to use this as a minor pattern, which is 2, 3, 1. I'm going to use this, which is a major pattern, which is 2, 3, 2, and I'm also going to use that, which is a minor pattern, so that's 5, 5, 5. Now when I say 5, 5, 5, I could play that there, I could play it here, but it's the same pattern. The fingers aren't changing pattern. Again, when I say I'm playing here, 2, 3, 2, I might play it there, I might play it here. So it's going to be one of those 4 patterns. So I'll show you one more time. 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, and 5, 5, 5. One of those patterns. So here's your first one. So pause it if you haven't got it. And what I played was 7, 8, 7. So here is your next pattern. So pause it if you haven't got it and work it out. So here is your pattern, 7, 7, 7. So all I did there was take off one finger and see if you could spot that it was a slight variation on the previous triad. So here's the next one. So that was 4, 5, 3. So here's your next one. So pause it if you haven't got it. So I have 10, 10, 10. Okay, here's your next one. Pause it if you haven't got it. 9, 10, 9. Okay, next one. So pause it if you haven't got it and go back and work it out. So it was here. 4, 3, 3. And last one. So here we have 6, 7, 5. That is the end of lesson 2.